Please select which questions to answer. Mark 1 answer. You are approaching this cyclist. You should overtake before the cyclist gets to the junction, flash your headlights at the cyclist, slow down and allow the cyclist to turn, overtake the cyclist on the left-hand side. Slow down and allow the cyclist to turn. Mark 1 answer. Which of the following types of glasses should not be worn when driving at night? Half moon, round, bifocal, tinted. Tinted. Mark 1 answer. You have just passed these warning lights. What hazard would you expect to see next? A level crossing with no barrier, an ambulance station, a school crossing patrol, an opening bridge. A school crossing patrol. Mark 1 answer. You are driving on a road with several lanes. You see these signs above the lanes. What do they mean? The 2 right lanes are open. The 2 left lanes are open. Traffic in the left lanes should stop. Traffic in the right lanes should stop. The 2 left lanes are open. Mark 1 answer. You see this sign on the rear of a slow-moving lorry that you want to pass. It is travelling in the middle lane of a 3-lane motorway. You should cautiously approach the lorry, then pass on either side, follow the lorry until you can leave the motorway, wait on the hard shoulder until the lorry has stopped, approach with care and keep to the left of the lorry. Approach with care and keep to the left of the lorry. Mark 1 answer. When the traffic lights change to green, the white car should wait for the cyclist to pull away, move off quickly and turn in front of the cyclist, move close up to the cyclist to beat the lights, sound the horn to warn the cyclist. Wait for the cyclist to pull away. Mark 1 answer. You find that you need glasses to read vehicle number plates at the required distance. When must you wear them? Only in bad weather conditions, at all times when driving, only when you think it necessary, only in bad light or at night time. At all times when driving. Mark 1 answer. You go to a social event and need to drive a short time after. What precaution should you take? Avoid drinking alcohol on an empty stomach. Drink plenty of coffee after drinking alcohol. Avoid drinking alcohol completely. Drink plenty of milk before drinking alcohol. Avoid drinking alcohol completely. Mark 1 answer. Which road user has caused a hazard? The parked car, arrowed A. The pedestrian waiting to cross, arrowed B. The moving car, arrowed C. The car turning, arrowed D. The parked car, arrowed A. Mark 1 answer. You take some. Mark 1 answer. Mark 1 answer. Which road user has caused a hazard? The parked car, arrowed A. Mark 1 answer. You take some cough medicine given to you by a friend. What should you do before driving? Ask your friend if taking the medicine affected their driving. Drink some strong coffee 1 hour before driving. Check the label to see if the medicine will affect your driving. Drive a short distance to see if the medicine is affecting your driving. Check the label to see if the medicine will affect your driving. Check the label to see if the medicine will affect your driving. Mark 1 answer. You are about to return home from holiday when you become ill. A doctor prescribes drugs which are likely to affect your driving. You should drive only if someone is with you, avoid driving on motorways, not drive yourself, never drive at more than 30 miles per hour. Not drive yourself. Mark 1 answer. You have been convicted of driving whilst unfit through drink or drugs. You will find this is likely to cause the cost of one of the following to rise considerably. Which one? Road fund license, insurance premiums, vehicle test certificate, driving license. Insurance premiums. Mark 1 answer. You are driving at 60 miles per hour. As you approach this hazard, you should maintain your speed, reduce your speed, take the next right turn, take the next left turn. Reduce your speed. Mark 1 answer. You are approaching crossroads. The traffic lights have failed. What should you do? Brake and stop only for large vehicles. Brake sharply to a stop before looking. Be prepared to brake sharply to a stop. Be prepared to stop for any traffic. Be prepared to stop for any traffic. Mark 3 answers. Drinking any amount of alcohol is likely to slow down your reactions to hazards, increase the speed of your reactions, worsen your judgment of speed, improve your awareness of danger, give a false sense of confidence. Slow down your reactions to hazards, worsen your judgment of speed, give a false sense of confidence. Mark 1 answer. What is the main hazard shown in this picture? Vehicles turning right, vehicles doing U-turns, the cyclist crossing the road, parked cars around the corner. The cyclist crossing the road, the cyclist crossing the road. Mark 2 answers. Where would you expect to see these markers? On a motorway sign? At the entrance to a narrow bridge? On a large goods vehicle? On a builder's skip placed in the road? On a large goods vehicle? On a builder's skip placed in the road. Mark 1 answer. A driver does something that upsets you. You should try not to react. Let them know how you feel. Flash your Try not to react. Mark 2 answers. You feel drowsy when driving. You should stop and rest as soon as possible, turn the heater up to keep you warm and comfortable, make sure you have a good supply of fresh air, continue with your journey but drive more slowly, close the car windows to help you concentrate. Stop and rest as soon as possible. Make sure you have a good supply of fresh air. Mark 1 answer. Your doctor has given you a course of medicine. Why should you ask how it will affect you? Drugs make you a better driver by quickening your reactions. You will have to let your insurance company know about the medicine. Some types of medicine can cause your reactions to slow down. The medicine you take may affect your hearing. Some types of medicine can cause your reactions to slow down. Mark 1 answer. You are about to drive home. You cannot find the glasses you need to wear. You should drive home slowly, keeping to quiet roads. Borrow a friend's glasses and use those. Drive home at night so that the lights will help you. Find a way of getting home without driving. Find a way of getting home without driving. Mark 1 answer. You are driving along this road. The driver on the left is reversing from a driveway. You should move to the opposite side of the road, drive through as you have priority, sound your horn and be prepared to stop, speed up and drive through quickly. Sound your horn and be prepared to stop. Mark 2 answers. You are driving along a motorway and become tired. You should stop at the next service area and rest, leave the motorway at the next exit and rest, increase your speed and turn up the radio volume, close all your windows and set heating to warm, pull up on the hard shoulder and change drivers. Stop at the next service area and rest. Leave the motorway at the next exit and rest. Increase your speed and turn up the radio volume. Close all your windows and set heating to warm. Pull up on the hard shoulder and change drivers. Mark 2 answers. When approaching this hazard, why should you slow down? Because of the bend, because it's hard to see to the right, because of approaching traffic, because of animals crossing, because of the level crossing. Because of the level crossing. Because of the bend. Mark 1 answer. What should you do as you approach this overhead bridge? Move out into the center of the road before going through. Find another route. This is only for high vehicles. Be prepared to give way to large vehicles in the middle of the road. Move across to the right-hand side before going through. Be prepared to give way to large vehicles in the middle of the road. Mark 2 answers. Which 2 things would help to keep you alert during a long journey? Finishing your journey as fast as you can, keeping off the motorways and using country roads, making sure that you get plenty of fresh air, making regular stops for refreshments. Making regular stops for refreshments, making sure that you get plenty of fresh air. Mark 1 answer. You want to turn left at this junction. The view of the main road is restricted. What should you do? Stay well back and wait to see if something comes. Build up your speed so that you can emerge quickly. Stop and apply the handbrake even if the road is clear. Approach slowly and edge out until you can see more clearly. Approach slowly and edge out until you can see more clearly. Mark 2 answers. Why should you be especially cautious when going past this stationary bus? There is traffic approaching in the distance. The driver may open the door. It may suddenly move off. People may cross the road in front of it. There are bicycles parked on the pavement. There is traffic approaching in the distance. It may suddenly move off. People may cross the road in front of it. Mark 1 answer. You take the wrong route and find you are on a one-way street. You should reverse out of the road, turn round in a side road, continue to the end of the road, reverse into a driveway, continue to the end of the road. Mark 1 answer. As a driver, you find that your eyesight has become very poor. Your optician says they cannot help you. The law says that you should tell the licensing authority, your own doctor, the local police station, another optician. The licensing authority. Mark 1 answer. You are waiting to emerge at a junction. Your view is restricted by parked vehicles. What can help you to see traffic on the road you are joining? Looking for traffic behind you, reflections of traffic in shop windows, making eye contact with other road users, checking for traffic in your interior mirror. Making eye contact with other road users. Mark 1 answer. A driver pulls out of a side road in front of you. You have to brake hard. You should ignore the error and stay calm, flash your lights to show your annoyance, sound your horn to show your annoyance, overtake as soon as possible. Ignore the error and stay calm. Mark 2 answers. During periods of illness, your ability to drive may be impaired. You must see your doctor each time before you drive, only take smaller doses of any medicines, be medically fit to drive, not drive after taking certain medicines, take all your medicines with you when you drive. Not drive after taking certain medicines, be medically fit to drive. Mark 3 answers. What else can seriously affect your concentration other than alcoholic drinks, drugs, tiredness, tinted windows, contact lenses, loud music? Mark 1 answer. What does this signal from a police officer mean to oncoming traffic? Go ahead, stop, Mark 1 answer. What does this signal from a police officer mean to oncoming traffic? Go ahead, stop, turn left, turn right. Mark 1 answer. When may you use hazard warning lights? To park alongside another car, to park on double yellow lines, when you are being towed, when you have broken down. When you have broken down. Mark 1 answer. When should you use hazard warning lights? When you are double parked on a two-way road, when your direction indicators are not working, when warning oncoming traffic that you intend to stop, when your vehicle has broken down and is causing an obstruction. When your vehicle has broken down and is causing an obstruction. Mark 1 answer. Your motorway journey seems boring and you feel drowsy. What should you do? Stop on the hard shoulder for a sleep, open a window and stop as soon as it's safe and legal, speed up to arrive at your destination sooner, slow down and let other drivers overtake. Open a window and stop as soon as it's safe and legal. Mark 1 answer. You have just been overtaken by this motorcyclist who is cutting in sharply. You should sound the horn, brake firmly, keep a safe gap, flash your lights, keep a safe gap. Mark 1 answer. What should the driver of the red car, arrowed, do? Wave the pedestrians who are waiting to cross, wait for the pedestrian in the road to cross, quickly drive behind the pedestrian in the road, tell the pedestrian in the road she should not have crossed. Wait for the pedestrian in the road to cross. Mark 1 answer. You are driving on this dual carriageway. Why may you need to slow down? There is a broken white line in the centre. There are solid white lines either side. There are roadworks ahead of you. There are no footpaths. There are roadworks ahead of you. Mark 1 answer. You are about to drive home. You feel very tired and have a severe headache. You should wait until you are fit and well before driving. Drive home, but take a tablet for headaches. Drive home if you can stay awake for the journey. Wait for a short time, then drive home slowly. Wait until you are fit and well before driving. Mark 1 answer. You see this sign ahead. You should expect the road to go steeply uphill, go steeply downhill, bend sharply to the left, bend sharply to the right. Bend sharply to the left. Mark 2 answers. You are not sure if your cough medicine will affect you. What 2 things should you do? Ask your doctor, check the medicine label, drive if you feel all right, ask a friend or relative for advice. Ask your doctor, check the medicine label. Mark 1 answer. An elderly person's driving ability could be affected because they may be unable to obtain car insurance, understand road signs, react very quickly, give signals correctly. Mark 1 answer. An elderly person's driving ability could be affected because they may be unable to obtain car insurance, understand road signs, react very quickly, give signals correctly. React very quickly. Mark 1 answer. When driving a car fitted with automatic transmission, What would you use kick down for? Cruise control, quick acceleration, slow braking, fuel economy. Quick acceleration. Mark 1 answer. You are on a motorway. You feel tired. You should carry on but go slowly, leave the motorway at the next exit, complete your journey as quickly as possible, stop on the hard shoulder. Leave the motorway at the next exit. Mark 1 answer. You are driving towards this level crossing. What would be the first warning of an approaching train? Both half barriers down, a steady amber light, one half barrier down, twin flashing red lights. A steady amber light. Mark 1 answer. After passing your driving test, you suffer from ill health. This affects your driving. You must inform your local police station, avoid using motorways, always drive accompanied, inform the licensing authority. Inform the licensing authority. Mark 1 answer. For which of these may you use hazard warning lights? When driving on a motorway to warn traffic behind of a hazard ahead, when you are double parked on a two-way road, when your direction indicators are not working, when warning oncoming traffic that you intend to stop. When driving on a motorway to warn traffic behind of a hazard ahead. Mark 1 answer. While driving, you see this sign ahead. You should stop at the sign, slow, but continue round the bend, slow to a crawl and continue, stop and look for open farm gates. Slow, but continue round the bend. Mark 1 answer. You are driving towards this left-hand bend. What dangers should you be aware of? A vehicle overtaking you, no white lines in the centre of the road, no sign to warn you of the bend, pedestrians walking towards you. Pedestrians walking towards you. Mark 1 answer. You are following a slower moving vehicle on a narrow country road. There is a junction just ahead on the right. What should you do? Overtake after checking your mirrors and signalling, stay behind until you are past the junction, accelerate quickly to pass before the junction, slow down and prepare to overtake on the left. Mark 1 answer. You are following a slower moving vehicle on a narrow country road. There is a junction just ahead on the right. What should you do? Overtake after checking your mirrors and stay behind until you are past the junction. Mark 1 answer. Why should the junction on the left be kept clear? To allow vehicles to enter and emerge, to allow the bus to reverse, to allow vehicles to make a U-turn, to allow vehicles to park. To allow vehicles to enter and emerge. Mark 3 answers. Overtaking is a major cause of collisions. In which 3 of these situations should you not overtake? If you are turning left shortly afterwards, when you are in a one-way street, when you are approaching a junction, if you are travelling up a long hill, when your view ahead is blocked. When your view ahead is blocked. If you are turning left shortly afterwards, when you are in a one-way street, when you are approaching a junction, if you are travelling up a long hill, If you are turning left shortly afterwards, when you are approaching a junction, when your view ahead is blocked. Mark 1 answer. You think the driver of the vehicle in front has forgotten to cancel their right indicator. You should flash your lights to alert the driver, sound your horn before overtaking, overtake on the left if there is room, stay behind and not overtake. Stay behind and not overtake. Mark 2 answers. What 2 main hazards should you be aware of when going along this street? Glare from the sun, car doors opening suddenly, car doors opening suddenly, lack of road markings, the headlights on parked cars being switched on, large goods vehicles, children running out from between vehicles. Car doors opening suddenly, children running out from between vehicles. Mark 3 answers. Which 3 are likely to make you lose concentration while driving? Looking at road maps, listening to loud music, using your windscreen washers, looking in your wing mirror, using a mobile phone. Looking at road maps, listening to loud music, using a mobile phone. Mark 1 answer. Why are place names painted on the road surface? To restrict the flow of traffic, to warn you of oncoming traffic, to enable you to change lanes early, to prevent you changing lanes. To enable you to change lanes early. Mark 1 answer. What might you expect to happen in this situation? Traffic will move into the right-hand lane. Traffic speed will increase. Traffic will move into the left-hand lane. Traffic will not need to change position. Traffic will move into the right-hand lane. Mark 2 answers. As a provisional license holder, you must not drive a motor car at more than 40 miles per hour on your own, on the motorway, under the age of 18 years at night, with passengers in the rear seats. On your own, on the motorway. Mark 1 answer. You are behind this cyclist. When the traffic lights change, what should you do? Try to move off before the cyclist, allow the cyclist time and room, turn right but give the cyclist room, tap your horn and drive through first. Allow the cyclist time and room. Mark 1 answer. In areas where there are traffic calming measures, you should travel at a reduced speed, always travel at the speed limit, position in the center of the road, only slow down if pedestrians are near. Travel at a reduced speed. Mark 1 answer. What is the main hazard the driver of the red car, arrowed, should be aware of? Glare from the sun may affect the driver's vision. The black car may stop suddenly. The bus may move out into the road. Oncoming vehicles will assume the driver is turning right. The bus may move out into the road. Mark 1 answer. This yellow sign on a vehicle indicates this is a broken down vehicle, a school bus, an ice cream van, a private ambulance, a school bus. Mark 3 answers. Which 3 of these are likely effects of drinking alcohol? reduced coordination, increased confidence, poor judgment, increased concentration, faster reactions, color blindness. Reduced coordination, poor judgment, color blindness. Mark 1 answer. What is the main hazard you should be aware of when following this cyclist? The cyclist may move to the left and dismount. The cyclist may swerve out into the road. The contents of the cyclist's carrier may fall onto the road. The cyclist may wish to turn right at the end of the road. The cyclist may swerve out into the road. Mark 1 answer. A driver's behavior has upset you. It may help if you stop and take a break, shout abusive language, gesture to them with your hand, follow their car flashing your headlights. Stop and take a break. Mark 1 answer. You have been taking medicine for a few days which made you feel drowsy. Today you feel better but still need to take the medicine. You should only drive, if your journey is necessary, at night on quiet roads, if someone goes with you, after checking with your doctor. After checking with your doctor. Mark 1 answer. You are on a dual carriageway. Ahead you see a vehicle with an amber flashing light. What could this be? An ambulance? A fire engine? A doctor on call? A disabled person's vehicle? A doctor on call? Mark 1 answer. What does the solid white line at the side of the road indicate? Traffic lights ahead, edge of the carriageway, footpath on the left, cycle path. Edge of the carriageway. Mark 1 answer. What advice should you give to a driver who has had a few alcoholic drinks at a party? Have a strong cup of coffee and then drive home. Drive home carefully and slowly. Go home by public transport. Wait a short while and then drive home. Go home by public transport. Mark 1 answer. Why must you take extra care when turning right at this junction? Road surface is poor. Footpaths are narrow. Road markings are faint. There is reduced visibility. There is reduced visibility. Mark 1 answer. If you start to feel tired while driving, what should you do? Increase your speed slightly, decrease your speed slightly, find a less busy route, pull over at a safe place to rest. Pull over at a safe place to rest. Mark 1 answer. The red lights are flashing. What should you do when approaching this level crossing? Go through quickly, go through carefully, stop before the barrier, switch on hazard warning lights, stop before the barrier. Mark 1 answer. You are driving on a motorway. The traffic ahead is braking sharply because of an incident. How could you warn traffic behind you? Briefly use the hazard warning lights. Switch on the hazard warning lights continuously. Briefly use the rear fog lights. Switch on the headlights continuously. Switch on the hazard warning lights continuously. Mark 1 answer. At this blind junction, you must stop behind the line, then edge forward to see clearly, beyond the line, at a point where you can see clearly, only if there is traffic on the main road, only if you are turning to the right. Behind the line, then edge forward to see clearly. Mark 1 answer. You are taking drugs that are likely to affect your driving. What should you do? Seek medical advice before driving. Limit your driving to essential journeys. Only drive if accompanied by a full license holder. Drive only for short distances. Seek medical advice before driving. Mark 1 answer. How does alcohol affect you? It speeds up your reactions. It increases your awareness. It improves your coordination. It reduces your concentration. It reduces your concentration. Mark 1 answer. You are invited to a pub lunch. You know that you will have to drive in the evening. What is your best course of action? Avoid mixing your alcoholic drinks. Not drink any alcohol at all. Have some milk before drinking alcohol. Eat a hot meal with your alcoholic drinks. Not drink any alcohol at all. Mark 1 answer. Some two-way roads are divided into 3 lanes. Why are these particularly dangerous? Traffic in both directions can use the middle lane to overtake. Traffic can travel faster in poor weather conditions. Traffic can overtake on the left. Traffic uses the middle lane for emergencies only. Traffic in both directions can use the middle lane to overtake. Mark 1 answer. You should reduce your speed when driving along this road because there is a staggered junction ahead, there is a low bridge ahead, there is a change in the road surface, the road ahead narrows. There is a staggered junction ahead. Mark 1 answer. You have been involved in an argument before starting your journey. This has made you feel angry. You should start to drive, but open a window, drive slower than normal and turn your radio on, have an alcoholic drink to help you relax before driving, calm down before you start to drive. Calm down before you start to drive. Mark 1 answer. You intend to turn left at the traffic lights. Just before turning, you should check your right mirror, move close up to the white car, straddle the lanes, check for bicycles on your left. Check for bicycles on your left. Mark 1 answer. What should the driver of the car approaching the crossing do? Continue at the same speed, sound the horn, drive through quickly, slow down and get ready to stop. Slow down and get ready to stop. Mark 1 answer. Why are mirrors often slightly curved or convex? They give a wider field of vision, they totally cover blind spots, they make it easier to judge the speed of following traffic, they make following traffic look bigger. They give a wider field of vision. Mark 1 answer. If you are feeling tired, it is best to stop as soon as you can. Until then, you should increase your speed to find a stopping place quickly, ensure a supply of fresh air, gently tap the steering wheel, keep changing speed to improve concentration. Ensure a supply of fresh air. Mark 1 answer. You are planning a long journey. Do you need to plan rest stops? Yes. You should plan to stop every half an hour. Yes. Regular stops help concentration. No. You will be less tired if you get there as soon as possible. No. Only fuel stops will be needed. Yes. Regular stops help concentration. Mark 3 answers. Which 3 result from drinking alcohol? Less control, a false sense of confidence, faster reactions, poor judgment of speed, greater awareness of danger. Less control, a false sense of confidence, poor judgment of speed. Mark 1 answer. Hazard warning lights should be used when vehicles are broken down and causing an obstruction, faulty and moving slowly, being towed along a road, reversing into a side road. Broken down and causing an obstruction. Mark 1 answer. When approaching this bridge, you should give way to bicycles, buses, motorcycles, cars. Buses. Mark 3 answers. Driving long distances can be tiring. You can prevent this by stopping every so often for a walk, opening a window for some fresh air, ensuring plenty of refreshment breaks, completing the journey without stopping, eating a large meal before driving. Stopping every so often for a walk, opening a window for some fresh air, ensuring plenty of refreshment breaks. Mark 2 answers. The traffic ahead of you in the left-hand lane is slowing. You should be wary of cars on your right cutting in, accelerate past the vehicles in the left-hand lane, pull up on the left-hand verge, move across and continue in the right-hand lane, slow down, keeping a safe separation distance. Be wary of cars on your right cutting in, slow down, keeping a safe separation distance. Mark 2 answers. You are driving along this motorway. It is raining. When following this lorry, you should allow at least a 2-second gap, move left and drive on the hard shoulder, allow at least a 4-second gap, be aware of spray reducing your vision, move right and stay in the right-hand lane. Allow at least a 4-second gap, be aware of spray reducing your vision. Mark 1 answer. What type of vehicle could you expect to meet in the middle of the road? Lorry, bicycle, car, motorcycle. Lorry. Mark 3 answers. What 3 things should the driver of the grey car, arrowed, be especially aware of? Pedestrians stepping out between cars, other cars behind the grey car, doors opening on parked cars, the bumpy road surface, cars leaving parking spaces, empty parking spaces. Mark 1 answer. You are waiting to emerge at a junction. Your view is restricted by parked vehicles. What can help you to see traffic on the road you are joining? Looking for traffic behind you, reflections of traffic in shop windows, making eye contact with other road users, checking for traffic in your interior mirror, reflections of traffic in shop windows, Mark 1 answer. What might you expect to happen in this situation? Traffic will move into the right-hand lane. Traffic speed will increase. Traffic will move into the left-hand lane. Traffic will not need to change position. Traffic will move into the left-hand lane. Mark 3 answers. Which 3 of these are likely effects of drinking alcohol? Reduced coordination, increased confidence, poor judgment, increased concentration, faster reactions, color blindness. Reduced coordination, increased confidence, poor judgment, Mark 1 answer. You are on a dual carriageway. Ahead you see a vehicle with an amber flashing light. What could this be? An ambulance, a fire engine, a doctor on call, a disabled person's vehicle. A disabled person's vehicle. Mark 1 answer. You are driving on a motorway. The traffic ahead is braking sharply because of an incident. How could you warn traffic behind you? Briefly use the hazard warning lights. Switch on the hazard warning lights continuously. Briefly use the rear fog lights. Switch on the headlights continuously. Briefly use the hazard warning lights.